Faith versus Royalty Showdown. Can a prophet really outrun a royal chariot and summon fire from the sky to prove that the living God reigns? Welcome to our Bible Stories series, where today's tale is charged with suspense, danger, and the raw power of faith. We journey to ancient Israel, where drought has scorched the land for 3 years, and King Ahab, guided by the wicked Queen Jezebel, has led the people astray to worship Baal. God's prophet Elijah stands alone against the tide, carrying a message that could cost him his life. On Mount Carmel, the tension crackles in the air. Elijah issues a challenge to hundreds of Baal's prophets: build 2 altars and call on your God, while I call on the Lord. The God who answers by fire, he is the true God. All day the prophets of Baal shout, dance, and cut themselves in desperation, but nothing happens. Then Elijah steps forward, drenched his altar with water until it overflowed, and prays a simple, heartfelt prayer. Suddenly, fire falls from heaven, consuming the offering, the wood, the stones, even the water in the trench. The people fall on their faces, crying, "The Lord, He is God." But Elijah's mission isn't over. Rain must return. With King Ahab watching, Elijah bows low on the mountain, praying 7 times until a tiny cloud appears. In a burst of spiritual adrenaline, the prophet gives a warning: hitch up your chariot and go before the rain stops you. As the sky turns black and stormy, Elijah tucks his cloak into his belt and, empowered by God, runs ahead of Ahab's royal chariot all the way to Jezreel, a feat of supernatural strength and faith. This story is more than ancient history, it's a vivid reminder that when we stand for God, even in the face of overwhelming odds, He shows up in miraculous ways. Elijah's courage inspires us to trust God's power when we feel alone or outnumbered, and his humility in prayer teaches us that God listens and acts when we seek Him earnestly. No matter how impossible the situation, God's fire can fall, and His rain can bring new life.